All right, what's going on, dudes, and welcome to a new snapshot update for Minecraft. This is 14W17A, and it's also the first video you're seeing or hearing from me, I should say, with the room all acoustically treated. Sound panels are up. There are a whole bunch of them, and the echo is basically gone for all intents and purposes. So hopefully you can hear the difference, and yeah, should be great. So let's get started. The main focus of this snapshot is customizable terrain generation, and it's really cool. It's one of the coolest snapshots in a long time, I think. As I look around here, you may notice the world seems slightly unusual, and that's because I used one of the customizable presets in order to have this world generate. So you can customize basically everything you could ever want. It's really cool. So let me just fly around here a little bit. I think this is called the Isles preset. I can confirm that in just a minute, but it just has some more crazy height structures, cavernous stuff and things, and I think that the video is worth 1,000 words in this case, better than me describing it. So anyway, on that note, let me jump over into the menu so you can see what all the customization options are. There are too many to go over every single one individually, but I can give you sort of a basic overview and then go into a few more worlds just to check them out. Okay, so we've got our usual create new world screen. If we go into more world options, we can scroll through the world type until we see customized. And then we can go into this button here that says customize. And then we can customize. So there are 4 pages here. First one, second, third, fourth, of just a bajillion settings that I probably don't even know what some of them do. In fact, I probably don't know what a lot of them do. But the idea is you can mess with all of these things in order to fine-tune whatever type of world you want to create. And I'm sure soon enough, if it doesn't exist already, there will be guides online sort of specifying exactly what each option does for things like the main noise scale, X, Y, Z. I don't know exactly what that does, and I'm sure there will be an explanation. Biome depth offset, lower limit scale. Don't know exactly what all of them do. I could infer, but I don't want to say something incorrect. So anyway, but the idea is, well, for this, for example, you can change what sea level is. You want sea level to be really high. You want sea level to be really low at 1. Strongholds, yes, do you want to turn those on and off? Different structures, how many dungeons do you want to exist? How often do you want water lakes to spawn? How often do you want lava lakes to spawn? What do you want? Only a certain type of biome? Like if we want, where is it? The ice spikes. Can we get ice spikes? Where is it? Oh, what's the exact name of the ice spikes biome? I don't even know. Where is it? Scroll through. You forget actually how many biomes vanilla Minecraft has just because you get really used to seeing them all. Ice plain spikes, I think that's what we're looking for. And then, I don't know, we'll have a big world full of ice plain spikes with a low sea level and big river size. We want caves, villages, yada, 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 all of the above. Biome size, I guess it probably doesn't really matter since we only have one biome, I think. And then you can always randomize. If you want just a completely randomized world, we'll do that next up. Next page. So we can select how often we want these different types of blocks to spawn. So say we want tons and tons and tons of diamonds. We set everything up to the maximum and they will spawn all over the place. All we'll see are diamonds. So you can cause ores to spawn a ton. You can make them extremely rare. It's all up to whatever you like. If you don't want any andesite to spawn, you would put it all down. No diorite. I don't want any of these blocks to spawn. If you want no dirt, you can make no dirt spawn. Be a real interesting world. In fact, I wonder what would happen if we turned everything down except diamonds. Well, there would be blocks that aren't included. There are plenty that aren't. These are just the ones that you're able to customize for now. Then next up, these are the advanced settings, which is why I have no idea what half of them do, or most of them do. It's just, oh God, I don't know if I want to make these go too crazy because I was messing around with these yesterday. By the way, I do apologize for being late on this video. I was, yesterday everything was being finished up with the desk and the sound panels, so I wasn't able to record, but yeah, anyway, we're here now. So yeah, I was messing around with this a little bit though, and I actually caused the world not to load. Sometimes it would just crash on me. So I don't want to move them that much and cause it to not work at all. We've gone through all this for nothing. And then extra advanced settings. Again, I don't know what the half of these things do, but I'm sure if you actually are able to mess around with them and know what you're doing, you can just create crazy, awesome things. And again, even if I did know what it was all doing, there's a lot to go through. So let's say we're done there, and done here. Let me just call it Ice Spikes. Create new world, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it loads. Okay, so I made the game angry. Didn't want to load the world. I'm not sure exactly what setting tripped it off, but something I forgot to show is the presets. So there, it was Isle Land. That's the preset that I use to create the world I was just in. But you can do all these other ones. Some of them are they're really resource processor intensive, and it takes a long time to load the chunks just because there is so much stuff going on. But why don't we try Caves of Chaos? All right, here we go. I had to increase Minecraft's memory allowance to even get this thing to load, but now that it has, it's pretty freaking spectacular. Look at this. Dude, this is so cool. This is so cool. Again, a video is worth 1,000 words. I could attempt to describe to you, but I may as well just fly around. Yeah, I had 1 gigabyte memory allowance previously, and the chunks just were not loading, so I increased to 4, and now it seems to be going all right. Man, this terrain is freaking awesome. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. It'd be pretty cool to play some survival on something like this. And now my frames are dropping. Oh God, come on, come back to me. I'm gonna just go ahead and not load any new chunks here. Anyway, yeah, dude. This is freaking awesome. I'm not sure if it changed around the levels at which different ores spawn, or if you actually have to go all the way down into the bottom to the dude, that's a lot of gravel. Jeez. Yeah, you may have to go all the way down near the bedrock oceans. Look at this. That's pretty cool, right? It's all bedrock on the ocean floor. Anyway, let's go back and we'll do something randomized, I suppose, and then I'll move into some of the other features that have been added. There are just a couple new ones. So anyway, let me jump back into the customization menu, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's try some randomization and randomize. Let's see where this lands us. Done, and create a new world. Oh man. We shall see, we shall see. Hopefully it'll even load. I'm just gonna cut. Oh, never mind, we're not gonna cut. We are here. Let's see if anything looks any different. It looks like it's very oceany. It's got islands with not very much grass on them. I guess the grass will spread eventually. Okay, so I guess what we've done is we have created a little islandy, gravelly, dirt type world place. That was kind of cool. I may actually, before we cut into going over the other new features, just a couple more of the presets, because some of the thumbnails do look really cool. And yeah, so I'll jump into a few of those. This is the Caver's Delight preset. Took a few tries to get it to load, crashed a couple times, but finally it was like, hey, no, it's cool. We'll load the chunks, not a big deal. So anyway, here's a big crater. It's pretty cool. It's got some sand veins going down to the bottom, sand slides, landslides. And I guess the world is supposed to be more delightful to a caver. I'm not sure if we dug into the ground if there would be more caves there, or if it's just because of the above ground features that it's called that, or if they're just big arches that you can go under. Either way, again, really cool. So yeah, with me having shown you this, I'll jump into like one more preset. So let's do that. Last but not least, we have the Mountain Madness preset. Sort of similar to the Caves of Chaos in terms of height, but it looks like it's these really vertical sort of islands scattered about through a big ocean, at least as far as I can tell from where I am at the moment. The chunks are trying real hard to load, some of them doing better than others. Anyway, yeah, I guess this will be the last preset we take a look at. But again, remember that playing around with those advanced settings, so long as you don't crash the world before it even loads, you can create some really cool stuff. I know that people have sort of recreated Skylands. You can't do just a void yet underneath, though apparently that will be possible in the future, so you can actually do a Skylands type map, which is really cool. But basically they've just done like ground, and then they've done a Skylands level above that. And then like multi-tiered terrain. There's some really cool things that you're able to do when you mess around with those advanced settings. So anyway, with that in mind, let's move on to some of the other features, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, so moving along into the non-terrain generation related changes, we have probably the biggest feature is the world border. So the world border allows you to set a boundary that you can't go outside of for your world. So the way it works is with 2 commands. So first is /world border, and you want to center at, I don't know, let's do tilde. You specify an X and a Z coordinate, so tilde. And so that's set the world border to be exactly where I'm standing right here. And then that doesn't create it though. We need to use the /world border set command in order to set a radius. So we could just for now do radius of 5. And now we have, or I should say diameter. Now we have a world border with a diameter of 5 around the area I was standing. So I can't actually walk outside of this. It stops me from going anywhere, which, I mean, for the sake of, I don't know, mini games and stuff, this is pretty cool. Like Hunger Games, for example. It'd be nice if you could do a spherical one, I guess, for Hunger Games. But anyway, the idea is pretty cool. And I saw an image earlier of someone who edited the texture to be Gandalf. You shall not pass, which was very appropriate. So you probably don't want your world border to be confined to a diameter of 5. So if we go and set it to, I don't know, like 1,000 or so, then you're not even going to see it. But if we walk 500 blocks in either direction, then we'll run into the wall. So I don't know, let's do 100. And then you can see it way off in the distance over there. So this is a diameter of 100. I'm saying diameter even though it's not actually a circle. But you get the idea. If we go up to it, then we will not be able to pass through. So that is the world border in a nutshell. Next up, there's a new game rule called random tick speed, and the idea is it can sort of increase the growth speed of things. So I don't know. Let me just, so it's easier to do and show you by demonstration than it is to try to explain it. So /game rule, random tick speed, and then I'm not sure exactly what number amplifies it by what amount, but let's do like 10 or something and see if it makes a difference. We can, I'm not sure what the default number is, so we'll just have to mess around. But say if we plant a seed and we set this high enough, it should start just growing super quickly. So I don't know, let's do 110 and see if it starts growing. Yep, there we go. It's starting to grow. Another way to demonstrate is by actually chopping down a tree, and then the leaves will disintegrate much faster than usual. If you set it too high, it can cause lag just because so many things will start happening at a much quicker rate. But I don't know, let's do 1,000 and see if it just goes crazy. So now you can see it's growing much quicker. Let's plant a few seeds down and watch the wheat grow. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now, I don't know, let's chop down a tree and watch the leaves all disappear and drop saplings. Pretty cool. Hold on, let's move far enough away so that the leaves won't be able to, oh, hi there. That's an endermite, by the way. I don't even know how that just, oh, there was an enderman. There must have been an enderman, and it just dropped an endermite when it teleported. By the way, there's a new endermite texture, so, or endermite model, I should say. And that's it. It's just passing out right now because of the game rule. But here, hold on. Just chop down a couple trees. See the leaves all disappear super quickly. And there they go again. Over here, plant some more wheat. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Setting the number much higher just makes things happen faster. And yeah, so that's that. Anyway, let's go and we'll set it back to just being 1, which I think is default. And now let me show you the endermite model. There we go. It's not a silverfish anymore. It's actually its own sort of thing, which I think is good. I think it's good that it's a different model, so it doesn't just look like a purple silverfish. Oh, I guess it wasn't spazzing out because of the game tick thing. It was just spazzing out because it was spazzing out. Anyway, and then last but not least, now that you've seen that, I think most people will be happy to know that the minecart changes were reverted, so they won't be derailed when they get to a corner anymore. So, whew, all right, there we go. Cool stuff. You don't have to worry about your roller coasters anymore, unless you made the changes already, in which case, well, you still won't have to change them, but I guess you will have gone through all of that, and it was just reverted. So anyway, I guess that's about going to do it for this snapshot. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, a rating would be much appreciated. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.